to Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing Rockin' Fights 19 at the Paramount in Huntington, New York. Johnny Hernandez and Angel Suarez. Kara, take us through the tale of the tape.
Johnny Hernandez, he could walk here to the Paramount. He's from Huntington, New York. Angel Suarez coming all the way from Puerto Rico. Johnny Hernandez, undefeated, but both guys have about the same amount of experience when it comes to the number of fights they have. Both have one knockout. Angel Suarez, about 1 pound heavier than Johnny Hernandez.
To get a little bit more on the insight on Johnny Hernandez, we had a chance to sit down and talk to him early this week.
John the Hitman Hernandez. I was born in Puerto Rico, but I was raised out here in Huntington, born in Aguada, Puerto Rico. I've always been a guy who likes to bang out and brawl, but I can show my boxing skills at times, but I'm just never afraid of what's in front of me. So the Hitman came from just being that aggressive, you know, just being that guy that just likes to hit, like watch Johnny the Hitman Hernandez. Bouncing around, I do physical labor. I've always been a hard worker. My dad's always had me doing all the types of physical work. I did work at the cemetery. I was doing all the grave digging and stuff. Kept me physically strong. That's why my trainer would always say, oh, you hit like a tank, because of the fact that he says from all the digging. But I've also worked construction, done masonry work, concrete work. It's always lifting, you know, heavy lifting. But it has kept me physically strong, and that has kept me motivated, because do I want to do that all my life? No, I do not. I always used to see the fighters. I was always watching fighting, boxing when I was a kid because of my father. They would always have these parties, and they would always put on Tito, Trinidad. And ever since then, I fell in love with the sport. The support system that you have is your backbone. It's what keeps you motivated, what keeps you going and fighting to make it to the top. The biggest thing is showing those people why you do what you do. It's you're not going there to show them, oh, I sacrificed all this time for no reason. You want to prove to them that what you do is what you love, and if you put your heart into anything, you know, you're capable of reaching heights that you can only dream of. So for them, they see that, and it obviously motivates me to keep going and stay hungry. See, I've been sitting back since my amateur days watching Star Boxing bring these fighters up from the bottom to obviously look at Algieri to the top. And they have great fighters, they have people who are hungry, and they give those guys that shot. They're able to give the people great fights, give them fighters that people have not seen yet, but they're very capable of being world champions, like Chris Algieri and, you know, soon to be Cletus Selden. They have great fighters, and they've given me that opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go with our next bout of the evening, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing. Sponsored by Model Sporting Goods, Gotta Go to Moe's, The Inn at Fox Hollow, Camelot Limousine, Power Play, WBAB 102.3, and Safety Mat. Your three judges scoring this contest ringside: Kevin Morgan, Tony Lundy, and Robin Taylor. And at the sound of the bell, your third man in the ring, Tony Cherenzano. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the junior lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he wears red with silver. He weighed in at 127 pounds. His professional record: 2 victories against 2 defeats. He has 1 win coming by way of knockout. De Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, damas y caballeros, presentando Ángel El Gallo Suarez. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He wears white with black trim. He weighed in at a ready 126.2 pounds. His professional record, a perfect one. 4 fights, 4 victories, one of them coming by way of knockout. From right here in Huntington, New York, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny the Hitman Hernandez.
lose in the locker room. I want a good, clean fight. Good luck to you, John. Good luck to you, Angel. That's all.
Next bout of the evening, Johnny Hernandez in the white and black. Angel Suarez in the red, silver. Mark Abrams ringside with Cara Castronova. We here at the Paramount in Huntington, Long Island. Joe DeGuardia, Star Boxing, Rockin' Fights 19. Hernandez coming out jabbing. Just from talking to some people around the fight scene, Joe DeGuardia has a lot of hope for Johnny Hernandez, the young 24-year-old.
He actually fought all of his professional fights right here at the Paramount.
Fifth of 5 fights. Very interesting that both Suarez and Hernandez both are coming off 4-round unanimous decision wins over Derek Bivens.
That's very interesting. That's a coincidence.
Derek Bivens, who I believe is from Philadelphia, my hometown. Good body work from Johnny Hernandez.
He also hit Suarez. Suarez hit Hernandez with a pretty nasty shot.
Hernandez works construction.
Mark, he was also a grave digger. He's a hard worker, Johnny Hernandez. He's done everything he can to keep himself above water. Like you mentioned, construction worker. He's been a grave digger. He's just a hard worker, and that's really what defines John Hernandez.
He told me before the fight, boxing actually changed him. He was, got in some trouble.
Started boxing at the age of 14.
You mentioned that he's a construction worker. It's a good way to keep in shape other than being in the gym. So he's basically he's in the gym all day if you want to get right down to it, as he lands 2 good right hands.
Interesting thing about John Hernandez, only had 21 amateur fights. So I think he's pretty polished for someone who doesn't have such an illustrious amateur background.
You can see his, what I like to call quick. Suarez misses with the left.
John Hernandez, 132 pounds, Golden Glove champion, 2013 novice.
Lands a quick combination. He actually eats a shot there on the way in. Suarez lands a right. Coming to the end of round 1, scheduled for 6. A couple jabs there from Suarez. See the safety mats. Again, a very innovative thing that's been used at all these Paramount shows at the Joe DeGuardia Star Boxing. See that it helps keep the perspiration off the ring mat, especially during the round. Very close round 1, Tara. Who would you give that to?
I think I would give that to Hernandez just for being the cleaner, sharper boxer. Really showing a nice jab, nice style.
We start round 2. Suarez is a 2-2. He looks a little bit better than his record indicates. He seems to have a pretty good idea, moving his feet well. 3-punch combination, 4 punches for Johnny Hernandez.
It's interesting that you say that, Mark, because Suarez told me that he had 309 amateur fights, so records can be deceiving when it comes to looking at professional records.
I mean, you can tell that he's got a pretty good idea of what he's doing in there.
I mean, that means he's had over 250 fights more than Hernandez.
Hernandez throwing punches as he follows Suarez around the ring. Suarez trying to get in a few of them himself. They both trading headshots in the clinch. Both now trying to fight out of it. Right from distance from Angel Suarez. Left hook lands, the right misses by Johnny Hernandez. Misses again with the right. He's coming pretty wild with his right hand, a little high with the right hand. Combination from Suarez. Right from Suarez again. It's a good learning experience so far for Johnny Hernandez as Angel Suarez is giving as good as he's got, and he lands a couple lefts there. Hernandez trying to work the body inside.
Angel Suarez is 24 years old, that's what he told me, and he started boxing since he was 18. So he's been boxing for 6 years. Had over 300 amateur fights. I see the amateur style right now. I mean, he's had 4 professional fights with 300 amateur. That in and out style, that straight punching, that point, those points. Giving Hernandez a little bit of trouble, but Hernandez is dealing with it pretty well.
Couple body shots. Again, Hernandez missing with the right hand. Suarez missing with the left. Combination from Hernandez. Suarez shoots back with the right hand. Body shot from Suarez. And another left from Suarez. He's catching Hernandez on the way in. You can see, even though that Hernandez, he only had 21 amateur fights, probably has more of a pro style.
I agree, and he's a natural athlete. You can see right off the bat, he's a gifted athlete. He's a naturally talented boxer.
We come to the end of round 2, scheduled for 6. We'll be back with Joe DeGuardia, Star Boxing, Rockin' Fights 19, just after this. We are back. Round 3, Johnny Hernandez in the white. Angel Suarez.
Who did you give round 2 to, Mark?
Round 2, I think, was a Suarez round. He landed about 3 hard left hooks to the head. So I think Suarez could have eked that round out.
Definitely a test for Hernandez.
Round 3 starts off a little slower than round 2 ended.
Talking to Suarez in the back, he mentioned that he knew nothing about Hernandez. He's one of those guys that does no research whatsoever on the guy that he's fighting.
Well, he just landed a good right uppercut, so I guess he didn't need a scouting report for that.
I always find it interesting. I don't know what the right answer is. Do you look up the tape on the guy, ask about the guy, or do you just let it happen, like let it play out?
Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, Hernandez said he really didn't know anything about Suarez as well, so I guess they're pretty even in that regard. Good jab from Hernandez. Left and a right from Hernandez, 2 punches from Suarez. Tough fighters is Angel Suarez.
Both very talented, very fast, sharp boxers. Good competitive fight.
You see the 2 guys that Suarez has lost to. He got stopped in his pro debut by a 1-2 fighter, Eliezer Augusto. and then lost a 4-round majority decision to a fighter, Wilfredo Garriga, who was 0-1-1.
It doesn't seem like the Suarez we're seeing right now. I mean, maybe being his pro debut, it was the nerves, getting hit without the headgear, but he was knocked out, like you mentioned, in his first fight.
Jab and a right hand from Suarez. Good right from Hernandez and a right from Suarez. Combination from Suarez. Four 4-0 against 2-2. Throw those records out. Another right hand from Suarez. Uppercut on the inside. And he jumps in with a left. End of round 3, scheduled for 6. We're halfway home. And Angel Suarez may be halfway home. Kara, another good round for Angel Suarez. How you had this fight going after 3 rounds?
I think that Angel Suarez is a tougher match for Hernandez than we thought he was going to be. He definitely won the last 2 rounds. I think the first round was more of a Hernandez round. So I'd say right now it's about 2-1 in favor of Suarez. Would you agree?
I can't disagree with you, Kara. I think Suarez with the left hook in round 2, with the right hands in round 3. You see them working a little bit, trying to keep swelling down in the corner of Angel Suarez as we start round 4. Between Angel Suarez in the red and silver, Johnny Hernandez in the black and white. Oh, a hard left hook from Suarez again. Good right again from Suarez. And a left.
Hernandez definitely could take a shot, that's for sure.
I think he's coming in, he's leaving himself wide open with some of the shots that he's trying to get off here. And he's being left wide open, he's taking these shots flush on the head.
And Angel Suarez did describe himself as a counterpuncher.
Hernandez again takes another scoring blow. Now Suarez goes southpaw, he sticks out a little jab. What do you think Hernandez has to do, Kara, to try to turn the table here?
I think Hernandez is a little bit overwhelmed by Suarez right now. I don't think he expected Suarez to come out and do what he's doing. I think that he has to pick up the pace. He has to land more clean, efficient shots. He's emotional right now, is what he is. He's not used to losing. He's coming off a winning streak. He's dominating guys, and now he's fighting a guy who's somewhat evenly matched with him. So he's emotional, he's running in, he has to box more. Work more angles, throw straighter shots. Work behind the jab.
He's trying to bully Suarez a little bit, try to tie him up. Left hook again. Whatever questions Angel Suarez was supposed to pose for Johnny Hernandez, Hernandez does not have the answer yet. Hernandez trying to work the body. Hernandez now trying to get some offense off. Suarez misses with the left. A couple little shots inside from Hernandez. Suarez misses with the right. Hernandez misses with a right again. Good 1-2 from Suarez. Body shot from Suarez. End of round 3, scheduled for 6.
Oh, that was a nasty headbutt.
End of round 4, scheduled for 6. We'll be back with more Joe DeGuardia Star Boxing Rockin' Fights 19 right after this.
Hey boxing fans, come out for live boxing. Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing presents Rockin' Fights. For ticket information, go to starboxing.com or ticketmaster.com. See some of the best young fighters. Star Boxing, Rockin' Fights, it's a knockout.
Camelot Specialty Limo is a family-owned and operated business located on Long Island with over 25 years of professional experience. For every special occasion and all your transportation needs, make Camelot Limos your choice for luxury limousine or airport transportation. Voted Best of Long Island for the last 4 years in a row and voted Best of the Knot for wedding transportation in 2015. At Camelot Limos, your chariot awaits.
Hey boxing fans, come out to the Paramount in Huntington, New York.
There you go, D. 2 body shots and a hook to the head.
Come join Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing on September 11th to see Joe Smith, the Irish Bomber, defend his title here at the Paramount.
And he does, it's over!
It's over, nice round knockout.
For ticket information, go to starboxing.com or Ticketmaster. Star Boxing, it's a knockout.
Round 5, scheduled for 6. Johnny Hernandez is in a fight with Angel Suarez. Hernandez trying to come out a little bit more aggressively, trying to work behind the jab.
Funny, I was just thinking his corner should tell him to start throwing more jabs to get in there rather than running in with all that emotion.
Trying to jab his way in. There goes Hernandez, lands a pretty good combination.
See, it's effective.
That's what he's got to do more of.
He has to come behind that jab to get in there.
He's working behind the jab now. Before he was coming straight in. And he takes another shot.
I would love to see, as he develops, Hernandez with just a little bit more head movement, because I think he's completely capable of excellent defense. I mean, this being his 6th fight, it's a learning experience, but if he moved his head just a little more, I think he would be a tremendous, tremendous boxer.
He started the round with a little bit more zest in there, but again, he took a couple combinations, and now he's back to reaching. You know, he's not jabbing, he's reaching again. That's how he's been continuously getting caught. He took a body shot there, and when he comes in, Suarez just ties him up. He's letting himself get tied up. And he took a left to the side. Hernandez lands a one.
Well, Hernandez, he's feeling the pressure right now. He knows he's not winning the fight, at least on points, and he's feeling obligated to run in. Sometimes you got to be patient in there. Easier said than done, though.
Crowd trying to get behind him with chants of Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. We need these guys to jump in the ring with him to fight Suarez. Hernandez again reaching with the left hand. Jabbing a right from Suarez. Combination from Suarez. Hernandez trying to fight back. They're going at it now. Jab from Hernandez. He misses with 2 right hands. Both guys still throwing hard shots. A right that Suarez a little off balance. Kind of ran across the ring with the force of the shot.
Has to work his way in, you know, slip in, weave his way in, jab his way in, not running.
End of round 5. Scheduled for 6, and Suarez gets in one after the bell.
Still a good fight for Hernandez. Would you say Suarez is so much ahead that unless Hernandez knocks him out, there's no way he's winning?
I don't know. I mean, this fight could be 3-2. It could be 3-2 Hernandez. We don't know what these judges are looking at. But I believe that Suarez has won at least 3 rounds here.
How are you predicting Hernandez is going to come out?
Well, his corner should be telling him he needs this round. He really needs this round. And he needs it big.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 6th and final round.
2 touch gloves to start round 6.
I think he's coming in for the knockout.
Hernandez starts off with a left to the head. Jab and a combination.
Definitely coming in very strong. See, that movement works for him. I wish he was doing that earlier in the fight. Beautiful mover. When he wants to.
Yeah, Suarez just missed with a left hook. Combination. Both guys get in. Hernandez putting his head down and trying to work the body.
Nice shot by Hernandez. Wow.
Good jab on the end of that exchange from Angel Suarez. Right from Hernandez, they tie up. Suarez is doing a good job of tying up and maybe wasting some time here. Shot to the head from Angel Suarez. Jab from Hernandez.
These guys are both taking a lot of shots. Right flush.
Good work in the corner from Hernandez, but Suarez comes right back. Body shot and a left to the head from Suarez. They're going at it now here at the Paramount.
Both guys want this fight bad.
Left from Hernandez, combination from Suarez. Combination to the top of the head from Angel Suarez. Hernandez trying to fight back. Left hook from Johnny Hernandez. I don't know if this is enough so far though.
Hernandez is definitely leaving it all in the ring in the last round.
But actually both guys are. But he's not landing many flush shots here. Eats a right hand from Hernandez as we come to the end of the 6th and final round. It's a good fight here. Was it enough for Hernandez to stay undefeated, or did Suarez pull the upset?
We'll see what the judges say.
How'd you have it?
I think Suarez edged out Hernandez, although, like you said, I don't know what the judges are looking for in this particular fight. I think this is definitely a learning experience for Hernandez. You know, he could go back to training camp, look at the tape, see what's missing in his repertoire. I think it's the head movement and it's working his way in rather than rushing it. He's an emotional fighter. He wants that win. You know, he has to be a little bit more patient. There was a moment in round 6 where he was moving angles and he was on his feet. He wasn't running right, and I like that. I like that version of Hernandez. I wish he did that more throughout the rest of the fight.
Well, we'll see in a minute. We'll hear what Dave Diamante has to say, given the scores. This is a very... With the final decision, we're going to find out if Johnny Hernandez is still undefeated, so let's throw up the ring announcer, Dave Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action here at the Paramount, we go to the judges' scorecards. Kevin Morgan, 57-57 even.
Wow.
Robin Taylor, 60-54. Tony Lundy, 59-55. Both for your winner by majority decision. De Guardado, Suarez.
One judge gave Suarez all 6 rounds. Another judge scored it 5-1. We'll be back with more Joe DeGuardia Star Boxing Rockin' Fights 19 right after this.